Co-occurring disorders are extremely common, especially among people with severe and persistent mental illness. Upwards of 50% of people with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder in the epidemiological studies actually have addiction as well, which makes it very difficult to treat if you don't treat it in an integrated fashion.
WestBridge was founded by a family in Pennsylvania who has a family member that experiences co-occurring mental illness and substance use disorders. And they wanted to help other families like themselves that got bounced between the mental health system and the substance abuse treatment system. At WestBridge, we have 2 different facilities for men 18 and over. In Brooksville, Florida, we have a 20-bed residential facility on a campus-like setting, and we also have an assertive community treatment team, which helps folks integrate into the community and go on to lead productive lives. In Manchester, New Hampshire, we have a 12-bed residential program with an assertive community treatment team. WestBridge works because we use evidence-based practice and we focus on the relationship between the staff and the participant and the staff and the family.
WestBridge has a unique approach. We really involve the participants in their treatment, and that's why we call them participants. We want them to drive their treatment, and they get to choose what's going to work for them.
At WestBridge, we employ the evidence-based practices developed by the Dartmouth Psychiatric Research Center in addition to other evidence-based practices.
While medications are important, it's not the only thing that we use in treatment. We use a blend of cognitive behavioral therapy, motivational interviewing, contingency management, yoga, meditation, mindfulness.
We have a great focus on CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. In particular, cognitive restructuring, which we try to implement at every level of care. In addition, we have a focus on cognitive remediation that is meant to increase people's neuropsychological skills, and it can be very helpful when people go back to school or try to apply for a job.
If a participant relapses on substances while they're working with us, we don't kick them out of our program. We understand that relapse is a part of the addiction illness, so we use it as a learning experience. We collaborate with them to identify what the triggers were, why the relapse happened, try to brainstorm ways that we can help them deal with the adversity of a relapse.
At WestBridge, it's really important for us to focus on the whole person because recovery occurs over a lifetime, and we know that the healthy habits we have today are going to support our wellness tomorrow.
My role as the Wellness and Nutrition Coordinator here at WestBridge is to work with all of the different teams to make sure that they have the tools in place they need to encourage the participants to have an active lifestyle, eat really healthy meals, and also to make sure that they have good sleep hygiene. We do side-by-side cooking with the participants, and we really tailor it to their individual needs. So if it's something that they really enjoy to eat, we want to make sure that they know how to cook it, and then they know how to cook it in a nutritious way.
We feel that integrated medical care in the psychiatric and substance use disorder treatment is very important. We check the vital signs regularly, we analyze them to understand trends, and when we see trends that are concerning, we strive to intervene.
We find that people benefit a lot from our biofeedback bed, where we teach them deep breathing skills, how to control their heart rate, how to relax.
The incorporation of family into treatment is crucial to people's recovery, and that's the foundation of our family program. We call it family education and support.
From the very beginning, the families are part of the treatment process. We're part of the team. As families, we began to learn not only about the illnesses, but we began to learn how to get better at communicating with each other and supporting each other in the process. Having that family support, I think, is critical for the person who's in treatment to know that it's the illness that we're treating, that the person who's still there is still very much loved and supported.
Recovery is a lifelong process, and it's really important that as a community we look at what the needs are of our families and our alumni as they continue on their journey. So we've developed an alumni program. We have one mentor and one care manager who have experience being in residential programs.
We started the alumni program about 3 years ago. We reach out to the guys a lot. We have a lot of the guys' addresses or emails, and we send them information, and and newsletters. I write a newsletter quarterly. We're starting to have DDA meetings, which is Dual Diagnosis Anonymous meetings, with guys all around the country. And they can call in and be a part of the meeting.
For people who are looking for integrated treatment for co-occurring disorders, I think WestBridge is the best place to go. It's really important for all of us to create a community where people are respected and welcoming and where they feel like they belong.
People get better. It's amazing to see the participants after getting through residential and getting through the outpatient program. They start believing in themselves, they improve long term, and it sticks.
WestBridge Treatment Facility has really turned our son's life around. I'll never forget when it was a year or so ago and I was driving with my son and I said to him, you know, I have my son back. And he said, and I have my mom back too.